one final reminder that players will be available outside the team locker room for one-on-one interviews. Any additional stat information that you need, just head over to the media workroom or at the back of the room. We have box scores printed off for you. Joining me here from Wheaton College is head coach Mike Schauer, along with senior Aston Francis and fellow senior Luke Peters. Coach, we'll start with you. If you could just give an opening statement on tonight's contest.
Yeah, they're really good. That might be the end of my opening statement. Yeah, I thought they played great. You know, this business is tough because when you lose, you want to often come up with explanations, excuses. But in reality, at this point, and you guys watch the game, all you can really do is tip your cap to them. I thought they were sensational. We could not find a way to stop them. They're so balanced, and they kind of took turns, right? Favorite started it, then Flynn took it for a while, and then Boots kind of closed us out. And that's a sign of a really good team. You know, we've scrimmaged them the past few years prior to playing them this year, so we kind of feel like we've seen this team grow up too, their team. And so, you know, I'll be rooting for them. That's not a knock on anybody else, but we've gotten to know them a little bit, and I just think they're great. So really proud of my team. You know, if you're paying attention and followed along with us, the 5 guys that were on the floor to finish the game for us were on our team when we won 5 games. And we had a postseason meeting after that and talked about getting back to the NCAA tournament and the things that needed to happen. I needed to do my job, needed to recruit, and the 3 guys that came in, Spencer Peterson, Jay Spencer, and a kid named Aston Francis, changed who we were. But the core and culture of our team was really formed by those 5 guys who just refused to let us stay there. And just proud of our guys. It's hard. I mean, I was texting my wife. I feel like this was happening to somebody else because it was just such a unique experience. And 4 years ago, I don't know what I would have envisioned happening.
We'll start with questions for the student athletes first.
Just for Luke, you've been a guy that's been asked to guard the other team's best perimeter player for a long time now. Can you talk about the matchups tonight against a really good backcourt?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you play against a guy like Ben Boots or Fravor, just got to try to contain him as best as you can. Talk a lot with my dad about how to guard those guys. Sometimes, again, you just got to tip your cap when they make it over you. They make a great shot. Just Aston was yelling at me because I got a little frustrated. Ben Boots hit like a 40-footer. It's like there's nothing you can do about that. So I love it. It's a great challenge every single night for me. It's a place that I can contribute to the team, and it's a fun challenge for me. So.
I'm wondering, Aston, it's a little close to when the game finished, but if you can just reflect a little bit about the growth of the team from last year to this year. Certainly the outside expectations were not this, and what you guys were able to do.
Yeah, I think it's just a testament to how hard all of our guys work in the off season. I think guys, you know, like Luke and Jay and really everybody on the team put in time in the weight room, time on the court. We had workouts, you know, sometimes at 6 a.m. Obviously by our choice in the off season, just because we wanted to get better and knew that we could accomplish great things. And fortunately, we were able to get on a roll at the right time this year. And I'm very thankful the Lord led me to Wheaton and gave me these brothers that I've known forever. So that's a very Wheaton answer, but that's the truth. I'm very thankful for that.
You guys should really be proud of making it thus far, but like focusing on the positives, what aspect of the game did you enjoy the most tonight?
Not the second half. Thank you, first of all. Yeah. It's fun. The city of Fort Wayne, I heard Coach Lewis say it, they've been so accommodating and just so great. And I kind of told Coach you would expect maybe some shakiness with it being the first time, but the city and the people here have just been so great and so accommodating, and we really have just enjoyed the experience. And then obviously getting to play a great team on a stage like that is something that I know we'll never forget, and we feel very fortunate to have been able to be here.
Luke, would you like to add to that?
That's good.
Fair enough.
I was just going to ask what it was was like to have the support from your school, the alumni. Seemed like, and there was a group, I assume former players that were standing pretty much the whole game up there behind you. What was that atmosphere like?
Yeah, there's been a lot of great Wheaton teams. We get connected with the alumni often, play pickup with them. They kick our butts still.
Well, we did better this
We did better. We did better this past fall. But a lot of those guys we formed really great relationships with, and it's been really cool to see just the Wheaton connection and how many fans we had, and it's just been really cool to form relationships with them and to see them support us and to know that how many great Wheaton teams there have been in the past, and for us to be, to make it to a Final Four and represent them and represent Wheaton as a college has been an amazing experience.
We'll now open up questions for Coach.
Coach, just wondering, having advanced now to a Final Four, to the championship weekend, what does this do for your program?
Yeah, it's a great question. Well, I mean, obviously, I hope it solidifies it a little bit. In our league, I'm now the 5th coach in our league to make a Final Four that's active, which is absurd. And so, it's to compete in our league, you've got to have a team that can get here, and that's just the truth of it. And so, I was the 3 teams that were ranked 1, 2, and 3 in our region. We played our 8th game against those 3 teams. Our 8th game. That's the world we live in. And I'm so proud of our team to fight and get that done. Proud of this team. It's the most accomplished Wheaton team ever. Obviously, there are teams that probably had a little more talent, top to bottom, than this one. But this is the most accomplished team in the history of Division III basketball at Wheaton, and pretty proud of our guys. And there were a ton of alums here to support it, because, and this would be true at other places too, but it's a programmatical experience, and it's not just this team, it's a group of guys who all invested with the idea we could get here. And so there were a ton of guys from all the way back to when I played, and before that really, but a pretty strong contingent. It was a neat experience.
Coach, can you expand on your thoughts a little bit about the senior class and those 5 guys and going from the point 4 years ago to tonight?
Yeah. Well, I would love to try. I don't know that I'll do it justice. I'll tell you the story. You're a captive audience, I suppose. So with the end of that 5-win season, we had an international trip to the Holy Lands. Went to Israel as a team. To be honest with you, I got very close to getting out, if I'm real honest, to not coaching anymore, because I felt like I wondered if I had a team that was ever going to listen to me again. To say I fought that team's not fair, but I wondered if I had sort of lost the ability to capture the attention of an 18 to 22-year-old. So we got to Israel, which was an amazing experience. And the first game we played, we didn't play great competition in Palestine when we played there, but I took a timeout, called the team over. We had one defensive struggle, and I just said, hey, we needed deny the ball here. And it was Reagan Jones and Trevor Gunter who went out and did exactly what I told them to do. And you won't believe me maybe, but it was at that moment that I went, I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. Because all they have done since day one is whatever I asked them to do to the best of their ability. Whatever I asked them to do to the best of their ability. Whatever I asked them to do to the best of their ability. That, in essence, is being a coachable kid. I never had one issue with any of them when it came to telling them. They would have done cartwheels down the floor if I told them that's what I thought we needed to do to win. They would have done cartwheels. It's hard for me to express the caliber and character of those 5 guys. And they range from Luke, who played 38 minutes a night, to Reagan Jones, who played about 8 minutes all year. And they just stuck it out. It's an amazing group of guys.
Any final questions? Well, Coach, Aston, Luke, congratulations on just a tremendous run this year and tremendous careers for your seniors. We really appreciate your time. Thank you.
I'm going to do the same thing Matt did. I'm going to throw some praise to Fort Wayne. I've been coaching for 26 years, and like I said, our league has all these Final Four guys in it, so I've often wondered what it would be like to get here. And it has exceeded what I expected or believed it would be. It exceeded it, which is really hard to do, because when you're a coach, you lie awake at night wondering about what it must be like to be in a Final Four. And it's a lot of work from a lot of people, so thank you.
All right, thank you.